I just don't understand. If I'm a man and I'm having trouble with women, why I would listen to like a male model actor give me like tell me to become
it's
more
new
vulnerable.
Age woo woo, like
insane to me. Like I just don't understand. Like, why would you do? It's like Shaquille O'Neal telling you how to be taller. It's just
you just get taller, bro.
Be taller, bro. Like, I just don't understand, bro. Like it's so crazy. Like Paris Hilton. Why can't you just be born rich like me? What's wrong with you, loser? And it's always whenever I hear these guys talk about like just get it more in touch with your feelings and become way more vulnerable, it's always outrageously good-looking men who do nothing and have success with women. We're teaching this. And by the way, you know, like listen, I've had some success, but I'm going to tell you, I went through a period of my time in my 20s where I would do exactly what women said, and I found out that it never fucking worked. And you have to go through that. You have to go through that period. You have to understand those things. But what I just said, because we all nodded our head yes when I said that. You listen to what women say exactly. You take them verbatim, and then it ends up hurting you. The fact that we all know that to be true and express it, and there's no other reality. It is true. When we say that, some people take that as misogyny. No, of course, you need to take women literally at their word whenever. Yeah, but their word changed. It was 12 hours ago. She was this, and now she's this. Like, I don't understand. How am I supposed to take that? That doesn't make any sense to me. But she said she would never fuck a guy on the first date, but then she fucked that guy on the first date. But I don't understand. But she said, wait a second, I'm supposed to. Yeah,
but just questioning that means you're
exactly by questioning that
having the question.
Dude, let me tell you something. You talking about believe all women, dude. I got homies I grew up with 20 years ago. I don't believe. I got motherfuckers. I got cousins I don't fucking believe. I'm supposed to believe all women. Like and the other thing is like hit this. When you look at the Lindsey Hill situation with Trevor Bauer, do you remember this situation? He played for the Dodgers, and this woman like got him suspended for 300 games because she claimed sexual assault. The videos came out, testimony totally innocent.
Exonerated.
Totally exonerated. And then the other situation was like literally he should sue the MLB for what happened to him. And then the other one was the situation with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. And it turns out totally fabricated. He never hit her. She didn't even admit it at the end. Everything just totally thrown out. When you see situations like that, why am I the one who's upset? Who should be upset about women doing that? Who should really be upset?
Yeah,
women. If you are a proponent of believe all women, you should be more mad at Lindsey Hill and Amber Heard. Why am I carrying this torch? Why aren't you carrying this torch? How does that make any sense? You are doing your whole idea a disservice. Shit like that makes me mad because I know there are women who are subject to domestic abuse and they can't get the help they need because of women like doing shit like this, making more men not believe any women because you did this. That's the part that's just so crazy to me. It's like, well, but I'm not the one who should be carrying this torch. Women should be carrying this torch. Ladies, stop lying. Anytime a woman lies about her getting raped by some dude and it finds out she's not telling the truth, women should be skewering her, not me. This should not fall to me.
Speaking of the female delusion, there's the popular question going around right now. If a woman were to be stuck in the woods,
oh boy,
would they want to be stuck with? It's
not about the bear
or a man.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about that?
Sure, I'll be happy to, because I didn't get to talk about this on Valuetainment as much as I wanted to. Remember, we have to go back to the source here. Okay, the reason why this even came up in the first place is because there was a video of this woman who was ignoring the guy or whoever else. I don't know who it was, but ignoring the advice of a man to like, don't fuck with the bear. There's a bear over there. Like, stay away. She's like, oh, you know, it's a cute bear. Like, she wanted to really go and pet the bear. Well, she pets the bear. She tries to go up and get cute with the bear, and the bear basically rips her apart. Right? I mean, it was going viral at the time. Now, people completely forget about the original video where this woman had gone out there and actually got, you know, mauled by a bear. Right? And so what happens is the guys in the more, like I said, the more extreme element of the red pill, like, you know, look what this dumb bitch doesn't like listen to direction. This is what, you know, women think they think they're invincible, blah, blah, blah. Look at you now. So what happens is then feminists and the you know, the people who are like more pro female, they say, well, you know, I would rather be in a forest with a bear than an average guy, right? Complete redirect from the actual, you know, the meat of the matter, the topic, which is this woman would not take directions from a guy and say, like, I'm protecting your life here. Yeah. Don't get, take heed. Woman. I grew up, you know, I've been in Lake Tahoe. I've been as close to bears as I am from you right here. Right. I've been close to bear. Like, you stay the fuck away from a bear because it will kill you. It will literally kill you.
They're faster than you think.
And yeah, and so I can remember being like in the Smoky Mountains of like Tennessee, and like all these tourists would stop and they'd see like a black bear and they'd want to get out and go take a, hey, let's go take a selfie with the bear. Like, no, the bear will kill you.
Fuck you up.
Stay away from the bear. But the thing is, like, it's like the point of the original video was like, you can't tell a bitch shit. You can't tell her anything because she's going to go and do whatever she's going to want to. She's going to get eaten by a tiger. She's going to get eaten by a bear, whatever. So that right there, the initial point is completely lost because what we did was we redirected that whole meme, and the thing that's going viral is not the girl getting eaten. It's the girl who's saying, well, I would rather be in a forest with a bear than a man, because trying to say that men are more dangerous than bears, and they're you know, it's women on men violence, or men on women violence, and yeah, you're right. Men are more violent than women. Congratulations, you actually figured out a realistic red pill point, right? Yes, men are violent. That's a proven fact. And you know what? People say, well, you know, what is the #1 killer of women is? It's like, it's actually heart disease. It's not, has nothing to do with like interpersonal or, you know, partner violence or anything. Right? It's heart disease. And by the way, I've put this on my show before. It's like, if in the top 10 reasons for like mortality amongst women, violence doesn't even make top 10. It's not even 10. It's like the, what is it? Unintentional deaths outrank violence against women. Right.
Oh, man.
So it's like, it's usually disease. It's usually obesity related diseases or like age related diseases for the overall. Right. Nobody wants to talk about that shit. They just want to talk about how dangerous men are, because really what they're trying to do is emphasize this idea that men are untrustworthy. You can't be around them because they're more dangerous than a bear. They're more likely to, you know, grape you or kill you or whatever else, because, you know, I'll take my chances with the bear instead of the average man. Right. And all that does is it reinforces this narrative that men are untrustworthy and they are potentially going to be abusers or violent with you. You can't trust them. And so what happens is they've been going through all of these interviews, or this has been on several podcasts. And of course, what happens is like, they're like, is the man nice? Is he not nice? Like, they want to qualify everything. Yeah. Is it a circus bear? You know, like all this shit. It's like, no, you're missing the entire point. And the whole thing is, it's not about the bear. It's about trying to redirect the narrative to in some way insinuate that men are more violent than bears. Okay. That's what the whole thing's really about. And I really wish we could just get down to basics about this and say, look, this is a common redirect. It's a common like diversion tactic from women who want to just say, like, they don't want to get into the behavior of the woman who got mauled and killed by a bear. They would rather you focus on like the violence of men.
Yeah. It's just the way that it is. And again, like, while we're sitting here and we're talking about all the men, because it's usually men in the comment sections, I don't think women do that, right? I mean, they do, right? But it's not as much as men.
Yeah.
The women are out here in real life. You know, they're really out there in person saying that, you know, everything you say is
They don't
bad.
want to believe that some woman wouldn't take the advice of a guy because that guy's mansplaining.
Yeah, it's not her fault.
I'm mansplaining to you that the bear is actually going to kill you. Okay.
The other problem is there's a woman not listening now who is going to die by a bear pretty soon, because we keep forgetting, like what he said
I
before.
won't listen to no man. I'll go pet that bear if I want to.
This started off with a woman not listening to a man warn her about a bear. That's what this is all about. It's like, you're not supposed to listen to the warning. And the fact that she died not listening to a man, that's okay too, because at least she didn't listen to him mansplain shit to her. It's just that part. It's crazy, man.
It's all distraction. It's all diversion away from the original point, because women don't want to think that by the way, any unflattering truth about women's or female nature is always going to sound like hate. It's always going to sound like misogyny. You say, hey, look, sometimes guys actually are giving you advice, or like, you want to say it's mansplaining or whatever. They're trying to give you advice because they actually don't want you to get hurt, right? They don't want you to, they're actually, maybe they have your best interests at mind, right? But the thing is, for the last 4 generations, we've taught women that men are basically untrustworthy. They're either abusers, they're borderline abusers, they're incompetent, or they're like Homer Simpson, right? They need a woman to save them from themselves. Like, those are the 3 archetypes you get to pick from. And God damn it, you're not going to listen to advice from any 3 of those motherfuckers, whether there's a bear in the forest or not.
You know what else?
If you're watching this, I have a gift for you. Click the link below and I will send you a private invite to my community. And yes, it's absolutely free.